नमस्कार, आप सुन रहे हैं रेडियो खाची 90.4 एफएम, हम सब का रेडियो। मैं ममता सिंह, एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ फिजिक्स, सीआईटी रांची। इस लेक्चर में मैं ऑप्टो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स डिवाइसेस पर चर्चा करूंगी, जो कि रांची विश्वविद्यालय के बैचलर से लेकर के मास्टर्स डिग्री के लिए यूजफुल होगा। ये टॉपिक एमएससी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स स्टूडेंट के साथ साथ बीटेक के इंजीनियरिंग के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए भी यूजफुल है। Optoelectronics devices. Optoelectronics is the study and application of electronic devices that interact with light. Optoelectronics devices are those electronic devices which can produce, detect and control the light. All of us very much familiar with the optoelectronics devices. It is known to all of us. What are these? These are light emitting diode, semiconductor laser, detector, solar cell, optical fiber. It is very easy to understand the concept of electronics devices. इलेक्ट्रोइलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स डिवाइस के कॉन्सेप्ट को समझना बहुत ही आसान है अगर हम 11th-12th में जो सेमीकंडक्टर फिजिक्स पर पढ़ाया गया था उसे भली भांति समझ चुके हैं। एक ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन के रूप में मैं उस टॉपिक को यहाँ पर डिस्कस करूंगी, सेमीकंडक्टर को। व्हाट इज सेमीकंडक्टर? लेट अस डिस्कस इन ब्रीफ व्हाट यू हैव स्टडीड इन इंटरमीडिएट क्लासेस अबाउट दिस सेमीकंडक्टर। सेमीकंडक्टर इज दैट मटेरियल which having resistance greater than the conductor but less than the insulator। उस मटेरियल को हम लोग सेमीकंडक्टर बोलते हैं जिसका रेजिस्टेंस कंडक्टर से ज्यादा और इंसुलेटर से कम होता है। ये सेमीकंडक्टर मटेरियल में जब हम लोग इम्प्योरिटी ऐड कर देते हैं देन दिस सेमीकंडक्टर मटेरियल इज कॉल्ड extruding semiconductor, and before adding the impurity it is called intruding semiconductor. So the semiconductor is divided into two parts, intruding and extruding semiconductor. Extruding semiconductor is of two type. It depends upon that which type of impurity we have added. अगर हम लोग pentavalent impurity add करते हैं तो इसे n टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर बोलते हैं बिकॉज वी हैव लार्ज नंबर ऑफ फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन। और जब हम लोग ट्राइवेलेंट इम्प्योरिटी ऐड करते हैं देन वी हैव द p टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर। व्हेन pn junction is formed in a single crystal of semiconductor such as silicon by doping one side of it p type and other side n type. p type doping is done by incorporating acceptor atoms such as boron atoms in silicon crystal, and n-type doping is done by incorporating donor atom, for example arsenic atom. Actually p-n junction is interface between p-type and n-type semiconductor material which is building block of most of the electronic devices. The junction in between two type of material is generally non-conductive which can further modulated by biasing. Under forward bias current can easily flow, whereas in reverse bias a little of no current flow across the junction of semiconducting material which makes this junction suitable for rectification and switching application. Now, can this silicon and germanium material is used for the optoelectronics devices? So the answer is no. Why? Because to understand this, it is important to know about the EK diagram. What is this EK diagram? The EK diagram is the plot between the energy and momentum which gives the information about the conduction band, valence band and the gap between the conduction band and the वैलेंस बैंड। जैसा कि हम लोग अभी डिस्कस किए कि इम्प्योरिटी किस टाइप का हम लोग ऐड करते हैं, ऑन दैट बेसिस द एक्सट्रूजिंग सेमीकंडक्टर इज डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट, p टाइप एंड n टाइप। एंड व्हेन वी हैव द प्योर सेमीकंडक्टर देन दिस इज कॉल्ड इंट्रूजिंग, एंड व्हेन वी ऐड द imputed, then this is called the exchanging semiconductor. Now, on the basis of the band gap between the conduction band and valence band, the semiconductor is divided into two parts, that is direct band gap semiconductor and इनडायरेक्ट बैंड सेमीकंडक्टर. और ये जो डायरेक्ट बैंड गैप सेमीकंडक्टर और इनडायरेक्ट बैंड गैप सेमीकंडक्टर है, नाउ दिस इज द बेस. ये एक आधार है कि हम लोग किस तरह का मटेरियल यूज करेंगे ऑप्टो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स डिवाइस को बनाने के लिए. द टाइप ऑफ बैंड गैप इन सेमीकंडक्टर इज इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर द सिलेक्शन ऑफ मटेरियल फॉर मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइसेस. There are two types of band gap in semiconductor, which are direct and indirect band gap. The energy E of particle is always associated with a wave vector k or momentum, which implies that for any transition between band, both energy and momentum must be conserved. When an electron absorbs enough energy to exit the energy gap, the electron can jump from valence band into the conduction band. The source of energy could be photons, phonons, or electric field. In direct band gap semiconductor such as gallium arsenide, the maximum and minimum of energy versus momentum relationship occur at the same value of the wave vector. In indirect band gap semiconductor like silicon and germanium, the maximum and minimum of energy versus momentum relationship occur at different wave vector. In this case, the electron cannot directly jump into the conduction band, but once the electron at the valence band is absorbed energy and reaches the energy level of conduction band is across the energy band, it can indirectly jump into the conduction band with the aid of phonon energy, because phonon usually exists anyway. So we can say that here that the direct band semiconductor is most suitable material for the optoelectronics devices. Now we will discuss basic optoelectronic interaction. In all optoelectronic devices, the basic working process deals with the interaction of optical radiation or electromagnetic waves with material of interest. With light rays are incident on material, a number of optical processes like refraction, absorption and transmission may occur. During light absorption, the incoming photons provide the necessary impart energy to the filled valence band electrons to take transition into the higher energy state in the conduction band, leaving behind holes in the valence band. In reverse process, those excited electrons during recombination with holes by radiative or non-radiative method release the excess energy in the form of light radiation. This transition of excited electrons from conduction band to valence band by releasing light is the basic working process of various light sources like light emitting diode, laser and various display system. So we can say that there are several factors which affect this emission wavelength and intensity, in which there are three important factors are: number one, distribution of charge carriers in active region; second, generation and recombination of carriers; and the last, direct and indirect band gap material. Now let's discuss one by one. Distribution of carriers in active region. The active region of optoelectronic devices can be fabricated in two ways: homojunction and heterojunction. In a homojunction devices, semiconductor interface occurs between similar band gap semiconducting material. When an electron and hole go through the space charge region, they recombine and a photon is emitted. So the depletion region plus diffusion length is metal active region for light emission. The minority charge carriers are distributed over quite large distance in materials and their concentration decreases continuously as this charge diffuses further into the adjacent region. So, the recombination occurs over a large region of material. Also, the minority carrier concentration is changing continuously. As a result, number of radiative recombination decreases, which comes into conclusion that homojunction are not suitable for fabrication of efficient optoelectronic devices. So the heterojunction devices are, of course, it is useful for optoelectronic devices. In heterojunction semiconductor, two dissimilar semiconductors containing different band gap are sandwiched together, which make it suitable for fabrication of optoelectronic devices. Now, our second point is generation and recombination of carrier. When an electron excites from valence band to conduction band under influence of potential, light or current, an electron hole pair is created in the material. This process of creation of electron hole pair is called generation process, but there is a restoring process which go parallelly with the generation and dismisses electron hole pair is called recombination process. Means what? कि जब भी हम एनर्जी देते हैं either through the light or current, then as a result of it the electron which are present in valence band, they go to, by crossing the forbidden gap, they go to the conduction band. So जैसे ही वो conduction band में जाता है वहां पर वैलेंस बैंड में एक होल क्रिएट हो जाता है. So the hole and electron, this process is called generation because यहाँ पर होल और इलेक्ट्रॉन और होल का पेयर क्रिएट होता है. एंड वो जब इलेक्ट्रॉन अपनी एनर्जी रिलीज करके वैलेंस बैंड में आता है, देन ऑफ कोर्स वो होल के साथ कंबाइन हो जाता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड recombination. The process by which carrier recombine inside semiconductor are divided into two parts, that is radiative and non-radiative. Non-radiative recombination, which generally involve emission of phonons, are further classified into four types: surface recombination, agar transitions, tunneling and impact ionization. In non-radiative recombination, electron and hole pair recombines non-radiatively and the energy liberated in this process goes to the phonons. So, instead of emission of light energy is used in heating of devices. Therefore, this type of recombination is not suitable for optoelectronics devices. So, this is the all about the concept of optoelectronics devices. Lecture we will discuss one by one optoelectronics devices like LED, then semiconductor, laser, detector, fiber optics. So keep listening Radio Khachi 90.4 FM for next lecture in this series. Thank you.